Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Moret Sports Complex on the Hickory of Lenoir-Rhyne University in lovely Hickory, North Carolina. It's a cool, crisp day here for the South Atlantic Conference quarterfinals between the 3rd seed Lenoir-Rhyne and the 6th seed Limestone. The Lenoir-Rhyne Bears come into today's matchup 10-4-2, 8-3 in conference, while Limestone comes into today's matchup 10-4-1, 6-4-1 in the conference. The last time these two teams met was on September 18th. Limestone was ranked 21st in the nation, and the Bears came out with a 3-2 win. I'm Danny Nicosia, along with my partner Jacob Parkinson, here to bring you today's match as we get ready for starting lineups. Jake, what are you looking for today from the Bears?
We saw a good result from them on Wednesday, I think it was, against Carson Newman. They got a 3-1 win over them, so more of the same today. Hopefully a lot of goals, and hopefully for us we see the Bears come out with a win. Absolutely.
And then Limestone coming in, they played here last time, and it was a good battle, although the result was 3-2, so it was a tight game, and expecting similar game here today.
Exactly, and when it's sort of a tournament like this, previous form sort of goes out the window, and it's just who has the nerve at the end of the day, because it's knockout football at this point. So knockout soccer at this point. So we'll see how they cope with it.
Absolutely, and we're gonna bring you starting lineups here for the Saints. We have number 2, Hannah Luke, number 4, Ellie Fleming, number 5, Amanda Chimbima, number 8, Selena Bovaleth, number 10, Sarah Schwaninger, number 11, Addie Idenden, number 14, Andrea Zwinkels, number 25, Emma Paget, number 32, Tabia Shutt, number 33, Azumi Manriki, and number 99 in goal, Taylin Jean. And then for the Bears, you have number 1, Grayson Cameron in goal, number 4, Vivian Becker Peralta, number 7, Stephanie Figueredo, number 10, Nev Dustin, number 23, Allie Zuger, number 25, Maddie Kyle, number 29, Kara Gavigan, number 30, Leonie Proessel, number 31, Kate Casey, number 33, Evan O'Leary, and number 34, Anna Schuler.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we please ask that you rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
It's quite chilly here today, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, it's very cold. I think the wind's maybe picking up a little bit. I'm looking at the corner flag. It seems to be blowing around a little bit. So, yeah, it's an ideal sort of conditions for soccer, actually. It's not too windy unless it picks up, and like I say, the air's nice and cool. So it should be a good 90 minutes to play.
Yeah, absolutely. It says it's 53 degrees, feels like 51, which, like you said, is very ideal. I think for the guys' game, it'll cool off a little bit too much, in my opinion, but I get cold easily.
Most likely, although in the light kicking from left to right on your screen, and we'll have Limestone in blue.
We have two other South Atlantic Conference quarterfinal matches happening right now as well. The top seed Catawba will host number 8 Newberry, while number 2 Queens will host number 7 Lincoln Memorial, and number 4 Carson Newman will host the 5th seed Wingate. All very, very good matchups. And the winner of this game, whether it's Lenoir-Rhyne or Limestone, will face either Queens or Lincoln Memorial in the semifinals next Friday in Matthews.
And like I said before, sort of your performances in the SAC leading up to this sort of go out the window, and this is just a one-off game at this point, and it's whoever can just hold their nerve for the 90 minutes and play the better football.
Absolutely.
Soccer. I keep saying football. I need to stop that.
I know what you're saying. I think everyone else knows what you're saying. But exactly, like, after Wednesday's regular season games, it becomes a 0-0 season.
Exactly. Here we are. We've got the Bears kicking off.
Here we go. A little bit of a different lineup here for the Bears today. Kara Gavigan is starting on that right winger side with Ali Zuger on the left side. And 33, Evan O'Leary, she'll step into the center spot with Nev Dustin and Steph Figueredo.
Yeah, and someone I thought had a good game on Wednesday when I was watching the Bears was Maddie Kyle in defence. I thought that she played really well, actually. Yeah.
Maddie Kyle is a stud back there. I was talking to Bears assistant coach Carrie Maxwell before the game about that defensive line and just how interchangeable they are and how you can really slide anyone in and out of that back line, and they're gonna hold strong.
Exactly, and I've spoken before about Vivian Becca Peralta at centre back being the freshman, and she looks so comfortable there this season, and really looks good on the ball as well.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a stud back there. She's like a brick wall, man. Nothing really gets by her, and only a freshman. Imagine what she's going to be by her senior year.
Yeah, she's got a lot of time to improve on an already very good first season.
A lot of really strong freshmen here for the Bears. We got Becca Peralta, Evan O'Leary, Leonie Peresso, Kate Casey's done a great job stepping in, and Anna Schuler's stepped into that left back position lately for Rhea Acton.
Yeah, and we've got the freshman up against the senior for Limestone, which number 8, Selena, I might butcher her name, Bovalev, who's their Limestone's top goal scorer. So we'll see how that matchup goes.
It's a great cross in there by Kara Gavigan, poked away by Limestone. Oh, and they're going to call Peresso offsides. It was a close one, but...
It'll just be interesting to see how both teams start off this game. Are they going to be more conservative, or are they going to go out attacking a little bit more? Do you want to keep hold of the ball? It'll be interesting to see how they sort of approach this.
Yeah, absolutely. And in Wednesday's Lenoir-Rhyne game, they put a lot of pressure on that Carson Newman defense, which I think is what led to their success. So interested to see if they take a similar approach or not.
Yeah, and there's always that worry of conceding the first goal when you're putting all that pressure on, and especially in a game like this, whereas if you lose, you're not playing the next game. So we'll see how they start this game.
Something the Bears have struggled with all season is taking advantage of those shots. Their shots on goal will be very high, but then the game result won't show that.
Yeah, they've just got to make better opportunities, I think. The Bears have been good at making them opportunities, but they need to make smarter ones and then better decisions when they're in them positions as well.
Absolutely. Wow, this is a kind of dangerous play. Got 2 girls on the ground playing and 1 Limestone girl above. See if Kara can slot this one in. No one's in the box.
Managed to just squeeze that ball into the box, but there's no one there to get on the end of it there for the Bears.
Absolutely not.
And now Limestone have the ball. I say that as soon as Vivian dispossesses them.
And Russell seems to be hurting a little bit. She went down for a second. I wonder if she got kicked in the face. She keeps grabbing her nose. I think this is going to be a very physical game.
I hope so. It always makes for good viewing.
Absolutely. I'm sorry if I'm going to sniffle in your ear all night.
It was bonfire night back home. Hopefully you get some fireworks here tonight.
Bonfire night?
Yeah, bonfire night. You have 5th of November have fireworks. They tried to blow up Parliament years ago, and for some reason we celebrate it. I don't know why.
Hey, I mean, whatever floats your boat. The Bears are giving really good pressure here to start the game. But Limestone's fighting back.
Yeah, I think the Bears have had, well, it's only the first 5 minutes gone, but they've had more possession in the opposition half so far, so hopefully they can keep that up, keep applying the pressure, and hopefully make 1 or 2 decent opportunities while they've got the majority of the possession. I think they've started the half well.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see if they can get this one down on the ground. Just to be a shut in the middle for Limestone, but her pass will be intercepted by Maddie Kyle. Dustin at the top of the box, looking for something, but
that's fine. They're happy to just keep possession, play it backwards.
Absolutely.
They don't need to force anything at this moment in time.
It's early enough in the game where they can kind of possess and not force it.
And that's what I was talking about with Becca Peralta. She can, from centre back, just distribute them balls out wide all day long, and her distribution's so good.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball in by Anna Schuler. Will result in a Bears corner kick. From our girl, Stephanie Figueredo.
All the players crowding on the edge of the box, ready to make their runs.
Curious to see how the wind factors in today.
Yeah, I thought it was picking up before the game, but it seems to have settled a little bit now.
Yeah. And that ball will go over, but Becca Peralta there to scoop it up on the far side.
Good pressure here from Limestone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not giving the Bears a second, really, to dwell on the ball.
But honestly, I feel like the Bears play their best ball when they move it quickly.
Yeah, and when you're forced to move it quickly as well, like you say, it just speeds up your play, and you can often just put a ball through, cut the defence open without really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have too much time, you're looking up, and then the moment's gone.
Right. It's harder to gauge when to release and when to keep.
Exactly.
Here comes Ali Zuger. So fast. Oh, that'll be a foul on Evan O'Leary. Ellie Fleming looking around. Was pretty aggressive. Can we get a card maybe? But I think it's a little too early for that. Good possession here by Limestone, just taking their time, switching point of attack.
Yeah, and again, they don't seem to be rushing it too much on the ball as well, which is good to see, because like I say, you just lose possession by doing that.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily this early in the game.
Both teams seem very in control when they have the ball. Big run here by Ali Zuger. See if she can center it. Oh, and that's a beautiful ball right on the head of Dustin. But Azumi Manriki will clear that one out.
Back out wide again for the Bears. Can they get another good ball into the box? Well dealt with defensively. I thought that was a corner kick, but it must have come off.
Yeah, I think it just floated right out of bounds instead of... I don't think it touched anyone after
I thought it was a defensive block.
It, yeah.
Am I right in saying that Rhea Acton has an injury for the Bears?
You are.
I thought so, and that's why she's not playing today.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
She's normally quite a key player.
Yeah, it's a big hit for the Bears. It's been a big hit in the past couple games, but they've definitely stepped up and filled her shoes. Like I said earlier, Anna Schuler has really stepped up into that spot on the far side and done really well. I feel like the biggest place it hurts them is on offense. She's the leading goal scorer.
That's crazy to have a leading goal scorer from left back.
Right.
But I mean, it's a positive that the Bears can lose such a key player and still, it's not impacting them too much, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And sending in a cross, but Figueredo there to clear that one away. But we'll have a Limestone throw in. Bovaleth, she was wide open.
Yep.
That's not the one you want.
No, that top goal scorer
Yeah.
out there. And I wonder if she'll have a player marking her specifically throughout the game, or whether they're just going to be marking the sort of space around her.
All right, well, there it looked like they were just marking the space for sure. But interestingly, the way they look right now, she looks like a defender, but I think she's just pushed back a little bit.
I can't even read the shirt numbers from here.
I will say Limestone's got some good jersey numbers on the back. At least you can actually read them.
Yeah. The Bears men's one, I have
yeah.
no chance.
No. Thankfully, we know what they look like, so
Yeah.
we can kind of play off that.
Ball played straight back to the Bears. Maddie Cowell's open on that right-hand side if Nev can find her.
Ooh, that was close. There's a cross by Zuger. See if Nev can send it back in. Russell gets it down to her feet and tries to spin it, but...
Just a wall of Limestone defenders back there.
Yeah. Not much he could have done there. Good pressure there from Figueredo. But again, no one in the box. Kate Casey and Becker Peralta will push up for that long throw in from Schuler.
That centre-back partnership of Ellie Fleming and Amanda Chimbima for Limestone looks really strong. And they're both tall girls as well. We win the headers in the aerial duels.
Zuger with the ball in the box.
Both from England as well.
There's the start of the connection. Great ball by Maddie Kyle, right to the feet of Paressel. See if O'Leary
Great touch by Paressel.
Yeah. O'Leary will pop it back out to Kyle, who will send it into the box. O'Leary's there, a little too far. And Limestone will let that one trickle out for the goal kick.
That was well dealt with, well left.
Yeah.
Just let it go for the goal kick. You don't want to mess around with it there.
No, kind of let yourselves push up and reset. Get the ball out of your attack or your defensive third.
Been 15 minutes of this first half gone. Not been too much to write home about.
Pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched. I mean, there's not been too many opportunities for either side so far. I think the Bears started off this half probably the stronger team, but Limestone have definitely come back into it a little bit more over this past 5 minutes. So we'll see how the rest of the half develops.
Does that go out of bounds, or is it a kick? I guess it's a kick. Must have been a small shove on the far side. A free kick for the Bears. First touches here for Grayson Cameron.
Off Gavigan's head for a Limestone. Yeah, Limestone. I was just making sure then it was Limestone.
Don't forget, the men play an entirely different team, so...
That's what's going to throw me, because I'm used to playing the same sides.
But it's Mars Hill, too, so they're blue and gold, so... Same colors, different school. It's definitely going to throw you. Oh, it's a good look there by Figueredo. Well done from Hannah Luke just to pick that one off.
And if they can get that ball through to Gavigan, the Bears, I think that'll be the key. She's got so much pace down that right-hand side.
Absolutely. I think it could get this quick switch over to Zuger. That's a good touch.
Great touch. Great little shimmy as well, just to get past the defender.
You know, they teach you not to cut the ball in front of your defender, but Ali Zuger can literally do whatever she wants with the ball, and she's going to keep it. I don't get it.
Did well to beat the defender. She just didn't quite get the delivery into the box that she would have wanted.
Yeah. See what Dustin can do here. And the shot by Zuger will go wide.
Rosie Weaver passing the ball off. She seems to have a lot of height against the centre-backs for the Bears. It'd be interesting to see if Limestone just want to put a few crosses into the box and see if you can use that height and exploit it and maybe get a goal from heading one in.
Yeah. Be another Anna Schuler throwing on the far side for the Bears. The wind has definitely died down since the first couple minutes.
Free kick to Limestone. I think Limestone just need to create a little bit more when they've got possession. I've not seen too many risks taken or balls being put through. Here is Rosie Weaver. And just gets dispossessed by Dustin on the halfway line.
They have a Rosie Weaver. Rosie Weaver's on
our
team.
I was reading.
You said that earlier, and I was very confused, and I was like, oh, maybe he just read the wrong name, and then...
I was reading the wrong roster. I'm glad you corrected me, though. That could have been embarrassing.
It could have been a little awkward. No, I think that's Addie Idenden. Well, at least we can laugh about it. Bears with a lot of space here on the back line. Limestone kind of laying the pressure off.
Her family were probably watching the stream confused.
Did she get in? Dustin with time to turn there. Not really checking her shoulder. Good layoff there by O'Leary. I would love to see Steph take that space a little bit and maybe even rip one. She's got the leg strength to take a shot from outside the 18.
I think it's just having the confidence to do it and having that space as well open up. It's hard when you've got bodies surrounding you.
Also, you know, our view is also different than their view on the field, so to us it might look like she has the space to take a shot, but it might not. The opening might not be there.
If you're confident in someone in taking a long shot, it's often, you know, beneficial to have them doing it from a corner where the box is loaded with bodies, sort of the keeper's view is obstructed.
Right, she could sit at the top of the box and
just hope the ball rolls out to her.
Yeah. And Steph has been all over the field. She's been on the back line, she's been in the middle, she's been up top. She's got some energy today, which I love to see. Well done by Bovaleth to come in and break that Bears attack up.
There's a good quick pass, and they're just looking to get it out onto that left-hand side.
Give it up to Ali Zuger and let her go. Just about halfway through the first half here.
Good job, Amanda!
Now, can Limestone just keep a spell of possession for a period of time here, just gain some confidence?
Yeah, I'd like to see them work that ball into their attacking third and maybe even get a shot off on goal.
Yeah, I think like you say, they've just got to build up slowly, just keep the ball for a little bit. You know, the Bears have seen the majority of the ball this half, and just build into this game a little bit now. But neither keeper has really been challenged up to now.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't know that we've actually had, either team has had a shot on goal. Excuse me, one. Lenoir-Rhyne has.
And that's what both coaches will be saying at half time, is just challenge the keeper.
Right.
Doesn't matter where from, let's just get some shots on goal, put some pressure on. You know, if you don't shoot, you're not going to score.
Exactly. Can't be disappointed with not scoring if you're not taking advantage of opportunities.
You score none of the shots you don't take.
Okay, Michael Jordan. He said that, didn't he?
I don't know. I just know someone said it. I think for the Bears, when they have possession like this, it'd be good to see some runs through that line of defence, trying to split them open. You run the risk of getting caught offside, but if it works...
Oh, Ali Zuger with a cross. Oh, and Gavigan just can't get on the end of it.
That's better, though.
Now, we're actually getting opportunities here. Were you saying, though, like, having our offensive players make runs more through the middle?
Yeah, and sort of passing through them defenders and then releasing the ball obviously just before they pass that line of defence, so then they're not caught offside.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And obviously you haven't been on our women's calls, but I'm always telling Eric, you know, I'd love to see our outside mids release the ball a little bit sooner. We love to take it down to the touchline and cross, but I think sometimes the early cross is more on, and we kind of kick ourselves by bringing it down the line.
Yeah, you see that with the men's side as well. For the Bears, they get a lot of freedom down the wings, but they don't really put too many balls through down the centre of the pitch.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of hold-up play down the centre, and then they distribute it out wide.
And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the formation, like the women are playing a 4-5-1, so you really only have that one up top until your outside mids start to, you know, push up the field. But
yeah,
I think you're playing with three center mids. You can release that one attacking mid and kind of allow her to create those runs off of Proessel as well.
We're seeing a substitution here.
Yeah, I think Evan O'Leary's going to come off for Amanda McFarlane, for Gavigan's coming off for McFarlane, and O'Leary will slide to that left side, and Zuger will slide over here to the right. Kind of back to our typical starting lineup here. Great take by Kate Casey.
I love how Kate Casey does that from centre back.
Yeah.
She's just happy to run at the opposition. I think that throws the opposition off quite a lot when you've got a centre back who's just willing to run at you.
Yeah, because you don't see that very often, especially when she takes it up halfway up the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. You see it at all levels of soccer as well. It sort of throws the opposition off because you're not expecting it.
Wish Mac had kind of checked her shoulder there. She was wide open on her right side.
You just want to see a little bit of movement here from these forward players from the Bears, opening up the pitch a little bit, stretching the defenders.
Oh, great cut. Oh, and a great ball over to Zuger from Kyle. Zuger's going to cross it in.
Oh,
and Proessel.
That was good play, though. That was quick.
That was, yeah.
Interchanging play, and it was a good ball into the box. Couldn't quite get the finish on the end of it, but that's better from the Bears.
Much better from the Bears, and a great opportunity here. You can see on our Spangler replay here. There's a great touch by Maddie Kyle. Make the defender commit, chop it back, lay it off to Zuger. Zuger's going to give a great ball into the box, and Leonie just can't get her hips around that.
And Abby Idden's come off for Limestone. I didn't quite catch who came on in replacement of her.
Good job, Hannah! Good job, Hannah!
The Bears are really starting to turn it on here and put some more pressure on that Limestone defense. Still trying to figure out who came on the field.
I think that opportunity for the Bears is a wake-up call for Limestone.
It was Katrina Yenser who came in for Limestone.
Good eyes.
I pulled up the live stats.
Oh.
I won't take too much credit. Nice quick throw in for the Bears.
Ooh, I think that's a free kick, surely.
No, I think they're going to give him a goal
She didn't
kick.
get any of the ball there. I mean, the linesman was right next to it. Strange decision.
Yeah, well, to be in the head of a referee, right?
Yeah.
Great pressure there by Yenser for her first few touches of the game. Looking for the ball to come out of bounds, but now they're going to get a free kick. Got to play the whistle.
And this is probably the best opportunity Limestone have had this half now. If they can get a good ball into the box, they've got, I'm just trying to look at the roster, Amanda Chimbima, who's, you know, a tall girl. She's in the box now. So if you can get the ball to her.
She could get a head on it. Bears
And
are
she's
knocking
there
it
in the
around.
mix.
Can't quite clear it out. Manrique will play it back. And there's Bovaleth. She'll play it out wide. Paget will try and cross that in, but a great deflection by Evan O'Leary.
Is Becca Peralta going to go one of them long balls again? She does.
See if Parasso can get on that. Good challenge by Zuger, but...
Oh.
Good ball from Yenser into shut. But again, Kate Casey there just to scoop it up.
Becca Peralta deals with the danger on the edge of the box.
Yenser's had some great balls in the 5 minutes she's been in the game so far.
Yeah. I mean, that switch up was maybe needed.
Yeah, give him a little bit of a life. She went to Monroe Community College. We played them when I was in community college. They kicked our butt. Oh, into the box. Manrique will take a shot, but
Great
Kate
tackle
Casey.
by Kate Casey.
They're going to send that one back in. That was a lot of commotion in about 15 seconds.
The keeper sort of looked disorientated, didn't actually know where the ball was.
Yeah.
And then that challenge from Kate Casey just to sort of stop the danger. But this is what Limestone have needed. They're sort of in the game now. They've had their opportunity. They've had their sort of last few minutes of sustained pressure. So we'll see what they can do now.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Grayson Cameron. When I just watched the replay, Grayson Cameron kind of came at that with her foot. And her and the Limestone attacker got mixed up, and that could have been dangerous for the Bears, great for the Saints.
And Scarlett Kelly has come on. I must have done that in secret because I didn't see it.
Bringing Scarlett on always gives that pop of energy and some more physicality up on that front line for the Bears.
She's a very physical player.
Yes. If there's someone on the ground, it's usually Scarlett. And I mean that in the nicest way.
Good job, Swings.
Just under 10 here remaining in the first half. And if you're just tuning in, we have number 3 Lenoir-Rhyne in white and number 6 Limestone in blue here for the South Atlantic Conference quarterfinal matchup.
Scarlett Kelly holding up the ball. I think she probably made a little bit of a meal of that.
Yeah. It was a great pop in there by Figueredo, but a little too high, a little too lofted, and a little too to the right. Jean's going to hold this one and push her teammates up. Good stop.
Well dealt with, but she didn't have too many players up there in support.
Mm-mm.
Not too many options to sort of
Good job, good job.
pick your head up and look for.
Well done there by Dustin to get through those 2 Limestone defenders and pop it out to Schuler.
It's a good ball out wide. Need to have a few more players in the box here for the Bears.
Yeah. Great service by Maddie Kyle. Scarlett Kelly's right there. Oh! They're going to call that a corner. What a great opportunity for the Bears.
And what I would say is when the Bears are getting them balls into the box, if they can just get a little bit of height onto them. Scarlett Kelly's, strong and get a head onto them.
Yeah, it was a great ball by Maddie Kyle. Scarlett Kelly there, very physical. Ball pops out, and Kyle gets a shot on, but blocked by the Limestone defender.
Sometimes them low balls on the ground can be a little too easy to deal with the defense.
It's a good ball by Figueredo. And Kate Casey's there for the header.
It's a great corner.
Beautiful ball.
It felt like there was a goal coming before half time, and there it is. The Bears go 1 up, and now Limestone have 45 minutes in the next half to respond to this.
And here you can take a look on our Spangler replay. Beautiful ball in by Stephanie Figueredo, and Kate Casey just there on the back of the net. Beautiful, beautiful header. Puts the Bears up 1-0 over Limestone.
Just peeled away from the defense, and then as soon as she got her head on it, it was always going in.
Did you watch a lot of the U.S. women's national team by chance?
No.
Okay, well, a couple years ago when Abby Wambach played, that was like her signature. Like you'd put the ball on the back post on a free kick, she's heading the ball in, and that's exactly what it reminded me of.
And that's probably something they worked on in training, the Bears, the set piece routines. We saw them all lining up on the edge of the box earlier and then sort of splitting away from each other, making it tricky for the defence to mark them. So I think that will be something they've worked on in the training ground.
Absolutely.
Just dealt with by Becca Peralta there. That's good pressure from Limestone. Forces an error from the Bears.
See if Manrique can find something. Ooh, I thought that might be a corner. This is good pressure from Limestone. A great start to a response after a Lenoir-Rhyne goal.
That's exactly what you want to do right after conceding. The heads don't drop, go straight back out, great pressure. And if they can get a goal before half time, then it's game on again. Lenoir-Rhyne definitely can't be complacent now they're 1 up because they've not been significantly the better team.
Definitely can't take their foot off the gas, and definitely cannot have mistakes like that. Ooh. Almost a block there.
Wasn't happy with that pass back from the defender.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes you just want them booted out for a throw-in. Scarlett Kelly made the most of that one again, I think.
Are you surprised? I'm sure the Bears would love another goal. A little bit of a cushion before half, but also on the Saints, they're not gonna lay off. They're gonna push. They're gonna look for a goal here.
This goal against them has really woken Limestone up.
Yeah.
It's like
almost
they've
what
only
they
just
needed.
started
Yeah,
playing.
it's
Really.
like almost what they needed to get going.
And look how many players are putting pressure on the Bears now and force that mistake and that poor pass there.
Imagine if they had been doing this
Exactly
for the past 40 minutes. Could be a totally different game.
That's frustrating if you're the coach watching that, because it shows that your team's perfectly capable. They just haven't been doing it.
Right. Bears holding that line right outside the 18. Lucky one there.
Just a bit of a follow through, a bit of a miss kick.
Now, if you're the Bears here, Jacob, are you going to try and hold on to it for the next 4 minutes, or are you going to try and go get another goal?
I think they just carry on playing how they're playing. They again, they're not really rushing anything. When Dustin gets it here, she doesn't mind playing it backwards. So I think they just need to keep possession, really. And if the opportunity arises, then go for it.
Great pressure there by Yenser, but she's going to draw a foul against Casey.
But yeah, I think they just need to carry on doing what they're doing. They're playing well. They just need to cope with this pressure from Limestone. Peralta going for one of them long balls again. Just gets closed down.
So the Bears are being patient. They're going to continue on with, what they've been doing for the past almost 45 minutes here. Being patient, moving the ball, not being afraid to play it negative if they need to.
Exactly. I think that's the right thing. They don't want to score one goal and then shut up shop and then just invite a load of pressure onto them, because, eventually with all that pressure you're just going to crack. So
yeah,
I think they're doing the right thing. They're ending the half well. If they can just see this half out, Gary Higgins obviously speak to them at half time, and then they can come out the second half and do it all over again.
Lenoir-Rhyne has outshot Limestone 13-3, but only 2 of those 13 have been on goal. Obviously, one resulting in a goal.
Scarlett Kelly on the ball.
Ooh, unlucky touch there by Peralta.
Oh, great. Great
Here
little flick
Shutt.
over her head.
She's going to take a shot, and a good save by Grayson Cameron. And that's probably going to be, I guess there's a minute and a half left, but.
To be a shot. That was a great run from her, and then
Beautiful run.
Had to take the shot on in the end, because it was her versus about 3 Lenoir-Rhyne defenders, and she was going to get closed down, but it was a great little flick to open up that move for her.
I think she had one little off touch, and if she was able to kind of keep that closer to her foot, she could have gotten a really good strike and could have resulted in a goal.
One minute remaining.
Around a minute here.
And I'll be surprised if the Bears didn't see this half out now. Let's take it nice and slowly.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a Limestone throw.
Even Limestone, just kind of jogging over the sideline. 30 seconds to go here.
I mean, if you're Gary Higgins, you take some positives from that first half. It's Limestone have piled a lot of pressure on in this last 5-10 minutes, and the Bears have dealt with that. So obviously they've got the goal as well, clean sheet, good confidence boost to go into the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was a great first half from both sides. Great for the Bears to put that one away, but Limestone, they had their opportunities, and it was a pretty evenly matched game here.
Yeah, Limestone showed the Lenoir-Rhyne that they can't switch off for 1 minute, because they will exploit that, and they have got pace up front. So it'll be an exciting next 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure both coaches will be talking about how they need for Limestone, more shots in general, but both having some shots on goal is going to be the key to the next half. Yeah, we just want to see some more opportunities made from both sides, and then hopefully, some more goals. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a short break here on the Bears Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing, and we'll be back shortly.
This once-in-a-generation project will give student-athletes an advantage and position Lenoir-Rhyne as a leader in academics and athletics.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Doesn't matter who you are, Everett has you covered. Proud sponsor of the LR Bears.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. South Atlantic Conference quarterfinal matchup between the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears and the Limestone Saints. Solid first half from both sides. Lenoir-Rhyne heads into the second half, up 1-0 over the Saints. It's going to be a good second half, Jake.
Yeah, I think so. It was an exciting first half. The teams were very well matched, I thought. I think Limestone came into it after the Bears scored that first goal. Limestone came into the game a little bit more, piled a lot more pressure on. So we'll see if they carry on in the same vein in this half.
Here comes Ali Zuger up the near side, able to keep that ball in. Tries to dump it off to O'Leary.
It's a good switch out to the right-hand side. Just trying to get it through to Maddie Kyle, but it's a little bit too far for her.
Honestly, it looked like she was trying to pass it to herself, which also isn't a bad idea.
I mean, in this second half, I want to see, if I'm Limestone, I want to see some more of how they finish that second half. Obviously, you can't maintain that for forever because it's an exhausting style of play to apply that much pressure. But
seeing that energy and connectivity between their offensive line is going to be important.
Exactly, and we saw the Bears struggle with it when they did do it.
Oh, and a shot here for the Bears. It's going to be a corner.
Yep, and that came off Ellie Fleming, I think, just to sort of steer it away from danger. And this is how the Bears got their first goal on a corner kick, so we'll see how this one is. But it's from the opposite side. The other one was from the left-hand side. This is from the right. It's going to be an outswinger.
Another great ball. Oh my gosh, literally the same thing. Kate Casey came to score goals.
Inches away from a second goal for the Bears.
In identical to the last.
Yeah, near enough. Corner out, Kate Casey.
Steph to Kate, couldn't have drew it up any better. Wow, that was beautiful.
Just inches away. And Limestone get lucky.
Kate Casey has been phenomenal these past few games, stepping into the starting lineup and just has been.
Yeah, I thought she looked really confident on Wednesday when I watched Lenoir-Rhyne. I thought that she looked really comfortable on the ball for a defensive player. And she, like I said in the first half, I like it when she sort of carries the ball into that opposition half because a lot of the oppositions don't really know how to deal with that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not sure if they should step up or. Because if they step up, they're going to leave someone else open.
Yep. Here's Limestone. Can they get a quick counter-attack? We've got an option on that right-hand side.
Temperature starting to drop a little bit more as the sun goes down. I'm telling you, that men's game is going to be chilly.
I don't think most of them will be used to it being pretty much an entire Spanish squad for the Lenoir-Rhyne's men's team.
Yeah, they're used to that heat. Good step there by Figueredo to win that ball back from the Saints.
She's been doing that for the whole game, just winning them balls deep in her own half.
And it gets through to Ali Zuger. Here comes Zuger.
Can she get it in the box into the back post now?
Oh my gosh, what a great dump. And Paresso's run just a little delayed. And that one's going to trickle out of bounds. great vision there from Zuger. Great speed to get that ball in, and a great dump off. Just couldn't get on the other end of it.
Did very well to beat the defender and just wanted to get that ball into the back post. She didn't really have anyone there supporting her and helping her out. Someone just needed to be there just to get a foot on it, just to get in front of that defender.
And like you were saying, it all started with Stephanie Figueredo. She has been so great just stepping in and taking that ball off of the Saints' passes.
Oh, it's so instrumental, winning the ball back and then quickly countering from it, because that's how you catch teams. You know, that's how you catch them by surprise, really, because they're not expecting it. They're set up for the attack, and then you're sort of turning them around.
Right, you're getting the ball, you're moving it quick, and yeah, it's been big.
Just cleared out a play by Ellie Fleming there. Get rid of the danger.
This could be a good early ball. With Dustin. Can she find a window? Oh, great idea.
That was the right idea, though. Right idea.
A little too much power on that one.
And that's what I was talking about in the first half, by just cutting open that back four and putting the ball down the centre of it.
Mm-hmm. Just going to open up so many more options for the Bears.
Exactly, and if Pressler just made that run and the ball was just a little bit softer, that would have been a brilliant ball.
Yeah. O'Leary arguing there for that call, but clearly a push in the back.
Yeah. Don't really think she has a leg to stand on that one.
No.
And the winner of this game plays next Friday, don't they?
Yes,
yep.
At 11 a.m. in Matthews.
Do we know the scores of the other games that are going on at the minute, or
let's take a peek. We're going to stop the clock here.
It's an injury to... I can't read the shirt number from here.
It might be O'Leary.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, 33, O'Leary. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, that would be a big loss. All right, let's see here. We've got Wingate and Carson Newman are tied 1-1 at the start of their second half.
And off goes Evan O'Leary.
Hopefully nothing too serious, and we can get her back out on the field.
Is it the winner of the Wingate game that plays the winner of this game next Friday?
No, it'll be the winner of Queens and Lincoln Memorial. They are tied 0-0 in the 53rd minute.
Okay.
And we've got Wingate and Carson Newman also tied. And then Catawba and Newberry don't kick off until 7 o'clock.
All ties other than this game right here, where the Lenoir-Rhyne are 1-up against Limestone.
I mean, there's some pretty solid matchups. Lincoln Memorial, they came in as the 7th seed, but there was a point in the season that they were undefeated.
Yeah.
So.
And like I said before, you can be seeded 1st or 7th, but in these sort of games, it doesn't matter.
It's who comes to play and who puts the ball in the back of the net.
Exactly. Form goes out the window. Form's irrelevant in these sort of games. well worked by Scarlett. I'm not sure how deliberate that was, but it was a good ball through nevertheless. It was a good play by Emma Padgett just to keep the ball. Well, dealt with by the goal scorer, Kate Casey, back there. Doing the business at both ends of the pitch.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be great to have around for the next 4 years.
I think that's a very good thing when you're bringing in a new centre-back partnership. But they're both freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll have them both for 4 years. So much time to get used to each other. But here's Limestone, and it was a great challenge in the end. And Kate Casey again.
Yeah. You know, just back to what you were saying, having Anna Schuler, you know, pop in there as well. And you lose Maddie Kyle, and you have Rhea Acton stepping in. She can be that leadership in the back, but then you have those 3 solid freshmen who can step in and really do some damage on that back line.
Yeah. We saw the seniors that were, you know, that were done by the end of the season and senior night on last week, I think it was now. But I don't think that'll affect this team too much, this Bears team, because like you say, we've got some good freshmen that have come through.
Absolutely. You keep Scarlett Kelly. You know, you have Leonie Pruessel and Evan O'Leary, just so solid up top, so they'll be in good shape.
And you think the Lenoir-Rhyne are really going to be looking for that insurance goal in this half.
Yeah, absolutely, if they can put one away. But I did hear that you said to Eric, being up 2-0 in a soccer game is probably the worst place to be.
It's not the worst place to be, but it can be a dangerous lead because you can see teams coming complacent when they're 2 up, and you know they think they have it won, and then you know 1 goes in against them, 1 turns into 2, and
kind of like a domino effect at that point.
It can be a dangerous lead just because a team can be complacent.
That's a very good point.
If you're at 2-0 with the right mentality, then you know you're all right. But it has been seen where once they've got 1 back, it's you're not a million miles away from leveling it up.
And depending on how much time is left on the clock when you score that second goal, could also play a factor as well. If they pop one in the next 5 minutes, we still have 25, 30 minutes left to play.
Yeah, and momentum's against you as well.
Exactly. Limestone's going to get a free kick here, probably about 30 yards out. See if they can capitalize on this opportunity. Bovaleth will stand over it.
And I would have thought that the Lenoir-Rhyne would have had someone just standing near that halfway line just in case they can get the counter-attack on this. I think it's a little bit too central for one this far out.
Yeah. Grayson Cameron will come out with ease and get that. See if we can get a quick counter.
Hard to deliver a good ball into the box when you're that central. You often want it a little bit of width on it so you can curl it in.
Yeah. Kind of looked like she was just going for the shot there, but...
Yeah, I think it's Gavigan on that right-hand side who was wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Uses a pace that I was talking about earlier. Well dealt with, though, by the fullback.
Yeah, those are those times where I think Lenoir-Rhyne goes so fast down the wing that they really just need to step on the ball, stop it, let the defender go by them, and then they've got a clean cross instead of trying to knock it into the defensive player.
Yeah, yeah. But it was very well dealt with by Amanda Chimbima.
Absolutely.
It was a good tackle in the end. Wasn't letting her go past her that easily.
Good ball in by Figueredo. Oh, Becker Peralta just misses. Here comes Yenser up the sideline. Well done by Dustin and Casey to just kind of...
That's a good call by the referee, I think.
I think she kind of was just going so fast.
But I do think she is in some... a little bit of
twisted
discomfort
her
from
ankle.
that. I think so, yeah. She's looking some genuine discomfort from that.
Hopefully she's able to just walk it off and keep going because she's been a great spark of energy for the Saints.
Yeah, and she's back running again. It's good to see. Ooh.
There's a huge gap in the field here, right past half. Would love to see Figueredo just kind of drift into it. Might find herself in a good spot.
Yeah, and, well, we see Becca Peralta.
And Casey going
and
up.
Yeah, and also Casey going up. We've seen how dangerous Casey can be with these balls into the box.
She's got a great read.
And that's really who you want to be looking for if you're the Lenoir-Rhyne on these set pieces.
And I mean, there she goes right out of bounds, chasing the ball.
I hate seeing football boots on the track.
You're a track runner, so. Oh, that's coming up towards us. Right into the fans. I honestly think there's more Limestone fans here right now.
I was going to say, luckily it hit the Limestone fans and not the Lenoir-Rhyne fans.
So don't let them hear you say that. They're sitting right next to you. And a good ball in. There's Yenser.
Ooh, that was a great ball in, and just not quite the connection that Yenser will have wanted, but that's better from Limestone.
Much better, taking advantage of those opportunities. Honestly, I thought it was a great connection. She just didn't place it in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean,
with enough power.
She did well to, get it on target, but she would have wanted to connect a little bit better with that and just strike the ball a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, absolutely. But Limestone looking to get some opportunities here.
Well dealt with again. Oh, no.
I thought that went out of bounds as well. Oh. It's going to be shut down on the ground over there. Here comes Kelly. She'll pull that one back.
We'll just hold it up there. That allows her team to get forwards.
Yeah, and Shutt seems to have gotten up, and she'll walk that one off.
I just want to see the Bears just putting a few more numbers forwards in situations like that. They're so outnumbered.
I'm not quite sure what the foul was on that call, but we'll go with it. The play between Kara Gavigan and Maddie Kyle makes me so happy. The way they interchange on that sideline.
Yeah, they both played really well today, I thought.
Yeah.
Another one that's played well is Dustin in that midfield. Thought that she's...
Ooh.
And Figueredo as well. Dustin and Figueredo, I thought they've really dominated that midfield, and they've won most of their battles they've had in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, they've helped the Lenoir-Rhyne defense out a lot.
Yeah.
Almost another close chance there for the Bears, too. I feel like if Perussell hadn't gotten a touch, Kelly would have been right on.
Yep. And can Kelly just make a run through the defense here?
Ooh. Nice long, low strike there from Perussell, but a little bit too wide.
And off goes Scarlett Kelly.
Oh, O'Leary as well. She's coming back in.
And is O'Leary coming out to this left-hand side?
I think she's going to slide back in the middle, and Peressa will go back up top. Zuger just dancing, but
some fancy footwork, which she doesn't come
Schwaninger
away with the ball in the
yeah,
end.
Schwaninger did a great job there, just containing her, and ended up with the ball back at her foot. Figueiredo's been so patient tonight. She's not forcing anything. She's really just, like you said, controlling the middle of the field.
Yep. I do think, though, if Limestone wants something out of this game, they're going to have to start throwing a few more bodies forwards, taking a few more chances and making a few more opportunities. Otherwise, they're going to be in this last 10 minutes and, you know.
The danger with that, though, is Lenoir-Rhyne's pushing so many players up and coming at you so fast. If you send someone up, you know, then you're losing that person on the defensive end. It's a tricky game to play. Another quick check-in on our other scores from around the league. Carson Newman has taken a 2-1 lead over Wingate with about 30 minutes left.
He's going to go for that long ball down the right-hand side. No. Plays it back. Back to the goalkeeper. Just allow themselves to have a little breather. So other than that one opportunity that we saw for Limestone in the first half, they haven't really put too much pressure on Lenoir-Rhyne's defence. They had that one opportunity where, you know, it was a good tackle in the end, but they actually had players crowding the box and they almost managed to squeeze it in.
Here comes Kate Casey again, just not afraid to take her space. Almost putting herself in as a midfielder.
And she's improved a lot since the beginning of this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just overruns it a little bit. Takes it out for a goal kick.
And she wasn't starting, you know, at the beginning of the year.
I think that's crazy.
I know. The Bears' defensive line has switched a lot this past season, but all been studs in the back, just holding it down. Well done there by Schuler. Let's see what Zuger can do.
She needs that fancy footwork again to get past the defender.
Paget is doing such a good job just containing her and keeping her in front of her, not diving in and letting her go by. Because once you let Zuger in, she's gone. Good flick on by Becker Peralta. Let's see if Limestone can counter.
And then Limestone.
Manrique did a great job just taking the ball, blasting through Dustin and Gavigan. And I think they called Gavigan for a foul on her in the middle of the field.
They're lucky that they drew the foul, though, because they had a perfect opportunity to get the counter-attack, and there's only 3 of them up there. The other 3 were jogging on the halfway line.
Definitely going to look back on that one and, talk about the counter.
when you're a goal down, you want your team to be sprinting.
Mm-hmm. From the Saints.
This is some better pressure here for Limestone. It's well dealt with in the end.
Great attack there by Bovaleth. Oh, Schuler taking one too many touches. She had the time and then one too many from Schweiniger. And a great pickup by Grayson Cameron.
We've got Zula open on this left-hand side.
She's going to try and push them up. Limestone's really turned it up in the past 10 minutes. Or halfway through the second half here.
Yeah, they had that opportunity just then.
The one by Yenser and
yeah, exactly. And then the pressure that they just piled onto defence to make that mistake. But that's what they need to be doing.
Ooh, good ball by Zuger.
It worked for them in the first half when they did it, and it's worked for them recently when they've just done it now. So the only reason I can see that they wouldn't do it, obviously, for 45 minutes is it's exhausting, but at some point, you've only got 20 minutes of the game left.
Right, at some point, you just need to make that your game plan and turn it up. Gaffigan will check off for the Bears. McFarland will check in. And O'Leary will slide out to the left side.
And it's really down to, do you think your team's fit enough to to press for 20 minutes?
Like you said, it works when they do it. So
it's difficult because normally the defenders are the least comfortable on the ball out of everyone on the team. So if you're piling pressure onto them, then you are gonna draw mistakes.
Mm-hmm. And that's the part of the field that you want those mistakes to come as well.
Exactly. It's good work by Becca Peralta back there.
Well done by the ref not to...
Poor just to give it back to Limestone in the centre of the pitch, unopposed.
Limestone's really setting themselves up for something good. I can feel the energy.
Good ball out wide.
Limestone starting to control a lot of the game here.
This is great from Amanda Chimbima from centre back, running up, just putting the pressure on.
Oh, and what a save from Grayson Cameron. I think that was Manrique from outside the box.
Well, that's what you need. They're putting more bodies into the opposition half now, and they're getting the rewards for it. Oh, Chimbima again, but just heads it over the bar.
I'm telling you, Limestone, they're not going to just roll over.
Right up as far as they can go, and the other one dropping in a little bit into midfield and picking up that ball. But both of them seem to just drop in a little bit, I think.
Chimbima's really pushing. Another shot.
Yeah.
That's like her third in 5 minutes.
They seem to be, unless she's just walking back into defence now. Looks like they're playing a free at the back. Or is she getting back?
I think she's getting back.
Yeah, I think she's going back.
Yeah. Catching her breath though.
But I like that. I like that from Limestone. That they're willing to take that risk, and she carries the ball well.
And it's creating a good opportunity, so why not?
Like I said with Kate Casey, you know, teams respond strangely to a centre-back carrying the ball.
Figueredo's got O'Leary wide open out here. I like that Evan is taking that middle space instead of just cutting it back outside.
Yeah, she does carry the ball well, Evan, and she has good distribution as well. Also has a good shot on her.
Absolutely. Okay, Ali Zuger with a shot, a left-footed shot on the top of the box.
And the keeper spills it for a corner. Gifts a corner to Lenoir-Rhyne.
And honestly, what a good shot from a strange angle.
Yeah.
With her left foot.
I think so, but I think Lenoir-Rhyne just needed this corner, just a little breather.
Yeah.
Because they were under a bit of pressure there.
For quite some time.
Going with a different tactic, sort of crowding the keeper on this one.
Who but Kate Casey collects it? See what Maddie Kyle can send in.
Puts it back into the box. Keeper spills
O'Leary
it. Oh,
on another corner. That was a dangerous punch from the goalkeeper.
Tobias Schutt just manages to get her body in the way of it. Otherwise, that would have been.
Yeah. Would have rocket off O'Leary's foot.
The keeper, she spilled the ball maybe twice in the last minute or so. Oh!
Right off the head of Zuger. The Saints will look
and
to
now
counter.
Limestone can.
You called it too soon, man.
They'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, that could have been a really good counter play.
Into the final 15 now. And this is where Limestone do need to be throwing people forwards now, because it's all or nothing.
O'Leary with space. And a beautiful shot. Oh, what a
we've seen her score from there in the past.
That was a beautiful save. You can feel the energy going back and forth. I don't think it's really quite shifted one way or the other.
Yeah, it's a good call by the referee. I think Gavigan wanted it quickly down that right-hand side, but the opportunity's gone. I don't think the ref was keen on them taking it quick. See if Dustin can get a good ball into the box.
Peralta.
Oh! That was a great ball from Dustin.
Beautiful. Great
Perfect area.
loft. Oh, and they called Peralta offsides.
But that's the area you want to be getting it in. We've seen the keeper struggle.
Great tackle by Casey.
Yeah, we've seen the keeper struggle with spilling balls when
there's pressure around her.
When there's pressure on her. So that's what I'll be doing if I was the Bears from set pieces, piling bodies around that goalkeeper and getting the ball into that area.
An errant pass there out of the box. Going to give the Bears a throw-in.
And the Bears have just gained a little bit more control. They were sort of under pressure for quite a sustained period of time, but since that corner they've managed to make a few opportunities, just gain a little bit of control back. I'm not sure if that's a foul throw or not. I think it is. I think that's a foul throw.
We'll take a no call there.
A law that never really gets checked up on foul throws, especially in like the Premier League. They don't really call them back ever.
A rule that really only applies sometimes.
Yep. In the lower leagues back home, they're really big on it.
Like the youth leagues.
Yeah, like so you have like Sunday League where you'll play for your village or whatever. I think it's just because it's such a common thing, foul throws, that they call it every time. And then you watch the big games with the professional players, and they might do a foul throw, but no one ever calls it.
Funny how that works.
I know.
Zuger will lose that one.
I was terrible at it. I always have 1 foot off the ground or something like that.
It's like rule number 1 of soccer, Jacob.
I know.
Don't pick your feet up.
And we're approaching the final 10, and it's going to be make or break here for Limestone. They've not had too many opportunities. They had that. I think they've had 2 opportunities this half. So at this point, what have you got to lose? If you go down another goal, you've gone down another goal. Obviously, if you score, you're back in the game.
It's a good ball in by O'Leary. But yeah, I definitely agree. This is the time for Limestone to continuously keep that pressure on the Bears.
It's now or never.
Yeah, you're running out of time. The second half has gone by pretty fast as well.
Yeah, it's flown by. But I think the Bears have come into this half and played it well. They obviously had the 1 goal advantage coming into this half. And they haven't sat back and been defensive. And then also they haven't been ridiculously offensive. I think they've had a nice balance. And they've managed to put pressure onto Limestone, create a few opportunities, but they've not left themselves to open and exposed.
Great team effort. And Chimbima coming into the box.
She carries the ball so well for a defender.
She really does. And Bovaleth was wide open in the middle of the field, just calling for the ball. No one around her.
But this is the risk of Chimbima going up. Obviously now they've got 3 defenders of that 4 back.
3 girls going after O'Leary. They're like, you are not bringing this to the corner to kill time yet.
It's way too early to bring it to the corner. You can't do it. We're about 9 minutes to go.
Yeah. And Gavigan will check back on for McFarlane.
If the Bears bring it to the corner, I'm not going to be happy. You've got 9 minutes. Well, 8.
Still. Nice quick switch there. Big Bear win today. Lenoir-Rhyne beat Barton in football 56-20.
Wow.
That's big.
Great. Oh, great run and a great cutback just to open up that shot for herself. And then what a finish as well to finish it off. 2-0 to the Bears. I can't see Limestone coming back from this now.
We're going to take another look on our Spangler replay.
just runs into the box and cuts it onto her left foot. And once she does that, she has all the time in the world just to place the ball.
Beautiful, beautiful goal.
And now the Lenoir-Rhyne can relax a little bit in the confidence that they don't think they're going to concede 2 in the next 7.5 minutes. But
you never know.
Stranger things have happened.
Mm-hmm. It takes about 30 seconds to get the ball up the field and into the goal. But
well, Limestone have had 90 minutes and they've not managed it.
This is true. Saying it how it is.
And was that Gavigan, that goal?
It was Peressel.
Peressel.
I did think it was Gavigan at first just because they were coming from that far side, but it was Peressel.
It was really that fake shot that sold the defender, and then she just cut it back and could just pick out that shot, place it. The Lenoir-Rhyne will take their time with this free kick, I think.
Absolutely.
Probably start tying her laces or something. Oh no. Who's been your sort of player of the match so far?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I'm trying to think. It's got to be Kate Casey or Steph Figueredo for different reasons. Casey has done a great job, pushing the ball up the field and causing some havoc on the offensive end, which I love to see. But Figueredo has been so sound and so dominant in the middle of the field that she's really kept Lenoir-Rhyne, in a good defensive spot throughout the entire 90 minutes.
Yeah, and I completely agree. I think for me is Kate Casey just tips it. I mean, she's been so good at both ends of the pitch. She's put in some good challenges. Obviously, came up with that goal. She's hit the crossbar as well. I think she's had a good game overall. But like you say, Figueredo and also Dustin in that midfield have been so instrumental in the Bears actually managing to keep this clean sheet and managing to keep Limestone from making too many opportunities.
I absolutely agree. And honestly, it's been a full team effort. The Bears have played so... Oh, great shield.
Great little turn there.
Oh, and
that was a very good delivery into the box. Just
it sliced between the defenders. Did not think it was going to make it.
And as of now, it looks like the Lenoir-Rhyne will be playing next Friday.
It's still tied 0-0 in that Lincoln Memorial Queens game, who the winner of this game will play the winner of that game.
Oh, just offside. But that was the ball I was talking about in the first half, where you're just putting it in between them, in between that centre-back and the full-back, and neither of them really knows whose ball it is to deal with.
And then you just run onto it.
Yep. As I was saying in the first half, it was demonstrated just there. The problem is staying on side.
Exactly. Timing that run.
Yeah.
Chimbima has officially pushed up into that
Yeah.
midfield position.
They've got nothing to lose now. They might as well go for it, Limestone.
And for the Bears here, now is the time to just send it to the corner and hold it for the final 2 minutes, which Cara Gavigan will do. Well, if it didn't trickle out of bounds.
And it's just a case of running down the clock now, I think.
Figueredo's going to take her time with this throw.
I've been impressed with the performance, though, from the Lenoir-Rhyne. And although it is 2-0, I don't think Limestone have played particularly badly. I just don't think they've made too many opportunities for themselves.
I absolutely agree. They've played a great game, but, again, just not getting it in a spot where they can either take a shot on goal or capitalize on a shot.
I think defensively they've had a good performance. Obviously they've conceded 2 goals, but one of them coming from the set piece where Kate Casey just peels away from the defenders, and the other was just a great bit of play. But defensively, I think they've been well. It's just offensively they've not really created.
A little bit of a scramble in the box here. Chimbima with the ball. O'Leary's going to knock that out. Ginter sends it in, and it's wide. And we're under 45 seconds to go. Can hear the Bears supporting Bears starting to cheer louder and louder as the time trickles down.
The team are already starting to celebrate on the touchline, ready to run onto the pitch in 10 seconds. The referee just lets it go. He knows the game's gone now.
Dustin just rips one to end the game. And the Bears do it.
That was a great performance from the Bears from start to finish, I thought.
Absolutely. Great game on both sides of the ball. Limestone played a phenomenal game. Just, again, like we said, couldn't capitalize on the offensive end. And a great season for them. And the Bears, able to capitalize on those opportunities, and they'll head to the conference quarterfinals next Friday. Jake, what are your final thoughts on the game?
Like I said, I think it was a good game plan from the Bears. After they went 1 up, they didn't go too defensive. They stuck with it, put on a bit of pressure on Limestone, but didn't throw everyone forwards. I thought it was a really well played game, actually. And like I said, I think Limestone were still in the game for the full 90. It was just they failed to create them opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Another great game between the Saints and the Bears. And we're going to take a short break here on the Bears Sports Network presented by NBA Roofing, and we will be back shortly in about 35 minutes for the men's South Atlantic Conference quarterfinal game, Bears versus Mars Hill Lions. We'll see you then.